So I think for real this time, we're going to do whatever, Anne Orlando. I think we're finally going to tackle that beast. And I don't know what else. I think we've done almost everything. I say that, but there's definitely stuff that's been missed. Yes, I did screw up.
Oh, something. So I decided I've only perhaps. Well, I must focus. I must. Well, I must focus. I must.
That's one I don't want to miss. Then back up here. Glad I looked this up because I definitely didn't remember what was missing. I remember beating the guys. And then somebody shows up. She's not here. Hello? She's supposed to spawn? Do I need to talk to the guy again? Oh, okay. I really don't want to fight that dog again. I'll do this one. Yeah, I wasn't really working on any videos. I did post one. And it's brought a couple things to my attention. One is I think I'm trying to talk too fast. Like talk faster than my brain can handle. Which is why I stumble over my words sometimes. And sometimes there's some pausing that is very weird. And also times where I don't pause at all. And like, I have like end of sentence, start of sentence, pause of second sentence, and then continue. You would think after like 3.5 years of doing this, I'd get better at talking, which I probably am, but still not that great. I think I just need to fully process what I want to say and then say it before just like process and talk at the same time. But I don't think it's that bad. I was watching some other YouTube videos and it seems to be kind of common. But definitely something I want to improve at. The Monster Hunter video kind of did well on the highlights channel. It hit the algorithm. People are interacting with it. Only gained 1 subscriber on that channel, but whatever. I'm not really looking to promote the YouTube channel that much. I mean, I am. But whatever happens, happens. The PS Vita video has done horribly. That one hurts.
Thank for giving the need. Understand? You've been as thanks are the lost. Oh, indeed. It seems the. However, she no. As I've a is to be forgotten.
Okay, now up here. You know, the video was easy to make. I guess not. I may have screwed something up. I probably did. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the quest line. Also enunciating, that's like something I need to work on as well. I've known that for a while. I don't like when I mush my words together. Yeah, we can't do that. Well, we can, but I'd rather do it the way that gets us the most. And Alexander. Apparently, we might need to summon Alexander during one of the bosses. So that doesn't thrill me. But it's not really a boss that I've had trouble beating. So it's not the end of the world. There were only two bosses I wanted to fight where I didn't summon. One of them was Radon. And the other one was Millennia. Everyone else, not really a problem. I've beaten them before. So it's just that one fight now. Let me readjust my mic. Oh, and I guess we can do the Frenzied Flame quest line now. We're going to be finding that well and getting into the sewers. So maybe we'll go and do that. We'll do that first and then finish the whole Capital Rampart. Royal Capital. And Orlando. Didn't know they were so reactive. What's new? Oh my. What was going on this weekend? Obviously it was the big game. I'm not a football guy, so I didn't really care. SpongeBob was there, so that's good at least. But I didn't go out. I'm not a sports guy. Obviously, I'm going to talk about art a little bit, which I mentioned last week was kind of a big struggle. Get a sketch down, and it was still a bit of a struggle this weekend. I've had to add a new tool to the arsenal belt. A tool to the arsenal belt. Remember that talking thing? Still got a long ways to go. a new tool to the tool belt. Which is thumbnailing. Something I pretty much never do. Or not intentionally do. Like, I'll usually just sketch, and if the sketch is bad, I'll just do another sketch. I never really kind of do something small to kind of plan out a piece. But I was doing that. It was really helping. So we're kind of there. The plan for this week is to continue with just the normal warm-up routine. Figure drawing in the morning. But I'm going to axe the studies for now. So hopefully by the time next weekend shows up, or I guess not next weekend, the one this weekend coming up, whatever, I'll have something that I can line, start to color, and then pull my hair out on that. But that's the plan. But I really just don't want to drop the figure drawing. The studies I can always study. Falling behind in just, you know, a fundamental practice. It's going to be a problem. And it kind of feels like I'm at that skill point where things are kind of going up a little bit. Paying a little bit more attention to certain details. Using landmarks a little bit better. So that's good. Doing a bit of thumbnailing. It's helped with construction a little bit, weirdly enough. Things are going better. Art is definitely tougher right now, but it's definitely going better. It is a little bit stressful, though. Hey, Ika, happy Monday. Hope your weekend was all right. Don't know if you were watching the big game, but I wasn't. No, not a big game guy? I feel ya. How's it going? It's going all right. Lots of problem solving. Lots of noticing issues. Only really kind of watch. I just never watch. Yeah, I was just talking about noticing some problems with not really the streams, but just kind of stuff I can improve on. One is the talking, which is why I'm kind of readjusting my mic, because sometimes I think I get too close and it, you know, doesn't sound so great. And just the way I talk, that's kind of one of the issues I want to solve. I.e., brain is still moving and mouth has started moving. And mouth catches up to brain. And then words stop. Or they collide into one another. Isn't there something here? I guess not. I think that's like maybe a secret. More of a social thing? Yeah, I think it's a social thing. Not a lot of my family, but, you know, a chunk of them got together for the big game. I don't know why I keep calling it the big game. I think that's because everyone that isn't paid to promote the Super Bowl says the big game. So that's just what I refer to it as. And I remember I used to be afraid of this room. You know what? Maybe I'm still a little afraid. But I mean, calling it the big game is kind of fun. It's one of those fun words. I actually thought that was a living man. A living man. Yeah, there's that. And my pronunciation, I want to get better at that. I feel like I'm too mushy with my words. I don't think it's too bad, but I mean, it can be better. Enunciation? Yeah, whatever. Guy, I went to art school. I mean, that would maybe explain it. Maybe like everything. So cut me some slack. The worst part about that is I took more English. English? There we go. It started. I took more English in college than I had to. Because I had to take like a prep course. Which was weird. It's not like I failed the literacy test or something like that. I think just my writing skills were really bad. Which they're still kind of bad. And now I'm maybe over-correcting certain words. At least in my writing. You know, grammar and all that. I probably use incorrect grammar like crazy. But I had to take like a prep course. And then I took the English course. And then as soon as I got that English credit, I transferred it all over the place. I never took English ever again. I remember starting a new course and everyone was like, oh, What do we have now? Oh, English. I'm like, oh, I got a freebie. I got free time. Because I transferred my old credit from acting school. There was a guy. Yeah, I want to work on that. That's pretty much it. I think that's just part 1, and part 2 is just the pausing. And I don't know, it feels like a stream thing, because it feels like I don't do this at, like, home or when I'm around people. Only when I'm live. And I don't know if it's like a train of thought thing or just trying to carry a conversation. It could be one of those things. But it doesn't feel like a problem until I hit the play button. And by play button, I mean live button. Guy thinks he's playing Monster Hunter again. Okay, so we got a big tree we gotta fight. This is, I think, after we beat Morgott. And go that way. But I think I want to do the horrible sewers first. Yeah, I feel like my S words are too harsh sometimes. And I think that's maybe because I have a bit of space in my teeth. I didn't get braces. My teeth are straight, but they're a little bit spaced. So I don't know if that's causing it to be like that, but just be me. The sewer. The sewer. I think it's me. She sells seashells by the seashore. How did that sound? That was really slow. I just wanted to say the words correctly. Actually, they made us do tongue twisters in acting school. And before the weekend, I said, like, oh, I should do the red leather, yellow leather thing right before going live. And I didn't do it. I did it right now, but I didn't practice it at all. Guy hurt. Can do his jump. Goodbye. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I don't know the second part. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many peppers did Peter Piper pick? No, I think the seashells one is probably more important for me. I feel like that's where my words kind of suffer. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Where the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. I read it and didn't even do it right. But that's like an illiteracy thing. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, y'all. Every time we play an RPG and I'm reading the text, I'm trying. All these grade school level skills that I should have. I'm just now practicing well into adulthood. Reading aloud? When am I going to use that? Oh, what'd you apply for college? Acting. DJ. You can tell I'm real smart. Real smart cookie. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's been on my mind. What else? What else? Not much else. I mean, there's been a bit of life stress, but you know, that's a me thing. That's not a worrying about the system kind of thing. That's a me thing that I kind of deal with. But it's not like an end of the world thing. It's just a part of my brain needs to settle down. I don't think I've ever taken that way before. There's the well. Think carefully. Got 2 heals. Not great. Oh. What else? There's definitely more I want to talk about. I'm just trying to remember everything. Oh, like doing highlights again. Not like highlight streams specifically. I mean, kind of. Not in the sense that I'm going to really do like, oh, I'm going to turn this into like a 10-minute video. Or whatever. I'll turn it into a something video. I think the Monster Hunter video did well because it specifically isn't like a 10-minute video from a nothing channel. I mean, it almost has 1,000 views. And it's just this stream trimmed down. No fancy editing, literally just cut and paste. And I think it's probably the best video I've ever made. Well, best performing. You picked up a PS Portal. I didn't even know they were out. I thought it was still like being teased. But actually, it might be a good idea. When I was talking about the Vita and how people were using it to play Final Fantasy XIV streamed, I'm like, wait a minute, couldn't you just like use your Steam Deck now? And I looked at it and it says playable, but you know, not verified. So maybe the PS5 streaming would be better. They're not anywhere. I looked into them for a bit, and they're sold out everywhere. How are they sold out? There's only like 30 people who own a PS5. What they do? Only make 2? Saw one in a GameStop near you. Shout out to the GameStop. Oh, it's about the text display for Final Fantasy. They're hard to get and people are scalping them. Why would people scalp them? You need to own a PS5 to even use the stupid thing. And like, I could see maybe if it was like a new system and it had its own game. Like, this is the PSP2. This ain't no Vita. This is the PSP2. And it had its own games and like exclusives, and it was a new system. I could see that happening, but it's just a stream device. Most people probably don't care. And if I did care and I was a PlayStation guy, I would probably already own one. Mr. like average Joe who has a PS5 somehow. You know, he's not going to care. They're working on the new portable. Don't expect anything in the next 2 years. That's totally fair. I think now is not really the right time. You know, we've got the Switch, we've got the Steam Deck, and I think there's like an Asus one as well. And 2 of those are just portable PCs. So like, hey, Sony's gonna release, you know, exclusive games on a new portable system. It's like, you just put out the PS5. And I could just see them not doing it at all. But also the technology is there to just make like a portable, not like PS5, but like maybe like a portable little like PS4. Well, Nintendo gets the pass on having a portable system because they actually have exclusive games. How many times have I said, you know, I'll buy the Nintendo system to play the Nintendo games? How many times am I like, oh, I'm gonna buy Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch because it's my favorite system to play games on? How many times have I said, I hope the Switch 2 has backwards compatibility and just plays Switch games better than the Switch? Guaranteed, if they put like Breath of the Wild, I mean, technically it is on PC, but not legally obtainable on PC. Like, if they just officially released it on there, 60 FPS, 1080p, and beyond. Well, I guess beyond 60 FPS as well. Like, you think I'd be playing it on the Switch? The portable aspect is nice. It's just kind of like a quality of life thing for me, though. I don't care. Oh, let him out. Leave your jail. They have less of a drive for high-end hardware. I don't know. Sometimes when I think about the Switch and just like the hardware that it has, I mean, obviously price is a factor. But I could also see them just be like, okay, this is what we can do right now. Let's get the Switch out. The Wii U is losing us money. We cannot sit on this any longer. So just take what we have, put it out. Now that things have gotten... I don't even want to say a little bit better. I feel like things have gotten drastically better in the past 6-ish, 7 years? That if you wanted to do just like 1080p 60 FPS on a portable, it's within doable. And have it be like a hybrid, like... I don't care about 4K, man. I know it looks nice. Okay, I get it. But what did I do the second I booted up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo? Oh, is there a performance mode to run at 60? Oh, there is. Thank you. Yeah, I think I read what you said, had my own thing in my brain, and then just completely missed what you were trying to say. Where maybe you meant, you know, their systems don't need to be so powerful because of how their games look. But I feel like it's annoying because then, like, only first-party Nintendo games can run on the thing. And even then, it's like... Okay, so we have this game idea. Who's gonna program it so it runs on the Switch? Oh, let's use Monolith Soft. Apparently they can just get, you know, Elden Ring to run on the Nintendo Wii. 12 years before Elden Ring even existed. Okay, if anyone can do it, they can. What about, you know, the #1 franchise in the world, Pokemon? We'll have Game Freak do that. And they're gonna get no help? No, they can do it. They're professionals. Oh, it's the worst performing game of all time? Well, who cares? So it's annoying that only Nintendo, you know, can have these games that just run well on the system. You know, just put a little bit of beef on the thing. I don't remember there being 3 guys here. I remember 2. I'm gonna be dead in a second. And I really wish that this guy was not alive. That was fast. That was not what I wanted to have happen. Can you guys turn around, please? Wasn't there like a lawsuit against Nintendo saying like they put like hardware in like the Wii or something and only they had the codes to access the like extra power? And like it didn't go through because it just didn't exist. Nintendo just made a system that they were the only ones who could develop for. It was either the Wii or the Switch. No, I don't think anyone complained about the Wii U. Nobody wanted to develop for that thing. Nobody was complaining that their games didn't run well on it. People just didn't want to develop for it. Even though it was a weird time in gaming, the Wii U was like the only system that could do 1080p, 60 FPS. Everything that was coming out on PS4 and Xbox was capped at like 30 FPS. But I mean, they were really pushing the envelope. But it kind of showed what really mattered. Man, nobody liked 30 FPS. Nobody likes it even now. I completely lost the point I wanted to talk about again. Which was like highlight streams. Because the other day I mentioned I wanted to do like, oh man, I'd love to talk about Kid Icarus Uprising, but you know, I kind of would want to be playing it while talking about it. The video's a little bit more relevant. What the heck? Where's the third guy? Or did I just never beat the first guy and I thought I did? That was maybe what happened. And I would love a Nintendo World too. It was actually one of the best things ever. Is this the way to Moog? I think it might be. In there? There's like a drop somewhere. Here. See, that was like when I could hear how harsh the S was. Probably a little out of my control. Oh yeah, I died. I was wondering why my lantern was off. The classic. Centipede. Yeah, I was thinking about playing some ARMS, talking about ARMS. Since we're kind of in the Switch 2 kind of imminent release, or at least announcement, talk about some games from the Switch that I really like and I wish we saw more of. No, not Wild Arms, just ARMS. Just go through like the campaign and just talk about it. All the things I like about it, all the things I wish were better. Because it's not an incredible game. It's just kind of okay. So it seems like a little weird to talk about just an okay game. But at the time, it was really fun. And I really liked it. I mean, I still really like it, but I would not play ranked at all. Which is kind of a part of the problem. You know, with the game that we currently have. And it's not a problem with the system. And I'm not really going to go into detail because I don't want to repeat myself. But I'm thinking about doing that. Like, oh, I really want to talk about this game. So maybe we'll do like a one-off. I know I did Mondays before. But I probably won't plan them. I'll just do them when I feel like. Or if I'm just sitting around on the weekend or during the week, I'm like, man, this game was awesome. I want to play it again. And then just take however long I'm talking about it. An hour. Trim it down to like 5 minutes. Then put it on the highlights channel. Wild Arms. You know, I never played Wild Arms. But I know it's one of those JRPGs that people love. I think the developers of that, didn't they just like announce a Kickstarter or reveal a trailer that they're doing like a spiritual successor? Because wasn't that a Japan studio PlayStation game? Was that one of them as well? It could be. Way to run out of stamina. It was an early studio that developed for PlayStation, but not Sony itself. Okay. I figured maybe it could have been first party. But it could have just been like joint development or whatever. Yeah, Wild Arms, I kind of need my retro game knowledge. Checking that one. Anything early PlayStation? Well, I guess technically like anything PlayStation and PS2. You know, I did not experience that firsthand. And my PS2 collection is not like anything crazy. It's got the good ones. It's got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Shadow of the Colossus, God Hand, Persona 4, even though I never finished it on PS2. I finished it on PSP. Oh, and I've got Devil May Cry. I think that was a garage sale pick. Apparently I have San Andreas. Don't know where that came from. Shadow of the Colossus, though, man. That's a good one. Didn't play the remake, though. I mean, I already talked about it. I didn't own a PS4 for a long time. I only bought it for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I just happened to pick up God of War. Ju-on and the Colossus at some point? Yeah, I did not follow the development cycle. Your boy likes Nintendo. Don't kill me. This is not good. Okay. I was just hoping for no smoke. Wanda and the Colossus. Weird. Well, Wanda could be short for Wanderer. That maybe makes sense. I'm gonna scream. I can't believe I took no damage. Okay. Isn't this the trick hole? Not really. Yes, really. A lot of deaths. The giant rat who makes all the rules. Almost did it, man. I knew what I wanted to say, and my brain and my mouth caught up at the same time. But what I'm asking of myself, I think is impossible. I'm like, oh, you can just never make a mistake when talking. Just never. It's impossible. But I want to up the bar. Okay, no, this is Moog. All right. Also, internet seems to be doing better, which is nice. I think Friday we didn't drop any frames, and so far we haven't dropped any frames here. It's the game having jitters, not the stream. Can I one and done him? Maybe. Probably not. But this is the easiest version of him. I remember beating him. My friend telling me he's the hardest guy in the game, and I'm like, that was a joke. Or not a joke, but you know, I'm like, he was tough, but like, what do you mean he was impossible? He's like, I think you fought somebody else. I'm like, what? No, his name was definitely Moog. I'm drinking the empty pot. I got supremely greedy. I can't believe that caught me. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a stab. That move. Mogu. Could be true. Does this guy not fall over? No, he does. Just only at half health. Greed? Not even worth it? Would have been nice to see that move a little bit earlier than right then and there. I think we're good. As long as I don't royally screw up. We're kind of making them. We're making them. That's a new combo. That one's hard to time. Stop moving. I'm like, he's done. Oh, he's on Magic Pixel? I'm dead. Recovered just in time. Shoutouts to Moog.
If you intend to claim the frenzy, I ask, it is not, it is K. However, life endure. There is, if you would become, please.
Oh, we're
Shall I turn your, let my hand.
we're taking
share
the
them
flame.
with me. Your thoughts.
Now, if I can only remember how to actually get to it. Also, I forgot that's our reward. That's actually really good. Is it like a door? Is it a secret wall? Is it up and over? Oh. That would explain maybe why. We have to beat more guy. That would explain why I thought it was a different well for so long. Cause I'm like, man, I went in that well. I'm like, man, I beat Moog. I didn't see no extra part of the area. I never jumped up there.